Okay, let's get the party going. There's a party. Val made it. Yay. You made it to the party. Okay. Quick little warm up and we're getting into some heavy weights. So take a nice big deep breath, come all the way to the back of the mat, reach for the ceiling, and then pull the elbows backwards and squeeze them together, and then hinge halfway down. Keep the elbows high. Reach for the ceiling again. Try to lift out of your hips and get as tall and long as you can. And then pull the elbows up and squeeze them in. And of course, don't forget the belly, you gotta pull it in. One more here, and now fold it all the way down, walk out to plank. Once you're in plank, down dog, back to plank. Just go forward and back. Stretching out your shoulders and lats. Get nice and high on the toes when you pull forward so your feet get a nice massage. Drive those heels backwards when you're pulling back. Lift up on the toes when you come forward. As high up as you can get each time. Do 2 more. Now put your knees down on the floor. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Transition into some nice cat-cows. So rounding the back and then reverse it. Fall through the shoulders, take your gaze, look forward, and do it again. A nice little way to stretch out your lower back, upper gluteals, and your thoracic spine. You can shift your body back a little bit as you round, maybe come forward a little bit as you extend. Do a few more. Okay, now from this position, we're going to get into bear. Walk your feet in a little closer. They don't have to be touching, but squeeze them and squeeze your knees. So you're creating muscle activation by squeezing in and then open back out. Squeeze in and open, and just keep going. Give it a good old squeeze every time. Now take both knees over to the left, and then take both knees over to the right, and keep going. Nice and slow and in control. Keep the squeeze while you turn side to side with the knees. 4, 3, 2, and put your knees down. Come onto the tops of your feet, sit back on your heels, and walk your hands to the edges of the mat forward. You're here for 3 big, huge breaths. Next, now come up onto your knees, come all the way up with your torso and step your left foot forward and let your hips pull forward. So you're getting a nice little hip flexor stretch. Now we're going to take both hands down to the floor on either side of the front foot. You're going to tuck your toes under on your back foot and shift your hips backwards and toes of the left foot up to the ceiling. Come back forward. And if you need to put a towel under your right knee, do it. But right now you're just moving forward and back with the hips. Okay, now when you come forward this time, come off your back knee. Hands down, step back plank. Go to downward facing and back to plank. Right where we were before. Couple more. Okay, in your plank, step your right foot forward, put your left knee down on the floor, come off the floor. Let's get this nice little hip flexor stretch. So shoulders over hips. Just hold on this for a sec. Nice. Now, hands on either side. Hips go back, toes go up. And just keep going. Make sure you're allowing the hips to come as far forward as they can and as far back as they can. Couple more. Okay, now just scoot that foot back, maybe in your quadruped position. We're going to take the left hand to the left ear, fingertips only on the ear, and then lift the shoulder up. And then cross that elbow over to the other one. And keep going. Really try to get the shoulder lifting. 2 more. And let's switch sides. Get that big old lift before you do those crossovers. Keep your belly in. So much to remember. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Quadruped, right arm forward, left leg goes back. Switch sides. Keep going. When you take the leg back, fully extend it. Same with the arm. Just a few more. 1 more on each side, and we meet in our high plank. Okay, get into your high plank. Pick up your left foot, and then the right. And keep going. Hold your plank, downward facing. Push both heels to the floor. Bend the right leg. Push both heels to the floor. Bend the left one. Keep going. You can do this a little bit quicker if you like, or you can do it slowly. Whatever feels good. Okay, I want you to elevate as high as you can on the toes. Drive the heels back down. Keep going. One more. Meet back in bear, shoulders over wrists. Step your feet in so the knees are right under the hips. Just hold and breathe. Put the knees down. Scapular push-ups. I want you to drop into the shoulders and then press away. Work whatever range of motion you have. 2 more. Okay, I want you to shift your hips back over your heels. I want you to walk your hands forward to the corners of your mat. Lower the chest towards the floor as you open up your knees. Nice little stretch for the groin. Take your right palm, face it up to the ceiling, lift the arm off the floor, and reach it long. Close it and relax. Opposite side. Open, lift, and reach. And keep going side to side. Keep your belly in. Two more. Nice. Come back up onto all fours. Bring your knees back in. 5 cat-cows for the last time today. So make them fabulous. They're so good for us. You're trying to create as much space between the shoulder blades as you can.
Okay, neutral spine, come off the knees, hold your bear. Small downward facing dog, both heels on the floor. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Shift your hips back, walk your hands forward. Please try to straighten your legs. Walk your fingertips a little more forward. Get a little tug of war going on here. Hips back, fingers forward. And fold completely over your legs. Let your head go. Cross the arms. 3 big deep breaths. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice. Woohoo. We did our warm up. Okay, grab your big girl weights. Big girl weights, Sean. Grab your big girl weights. Walk it back to the end or the back of the mat. Weights by your side. We're going to do some squats. So here we go. Squat down, come back up. When you come up, I want you pressing through the heels. Think about trying to activate the posterior muscle chain. Did you know those quads are working regardless? Now, if you can improve your range of motion, once you've done a few of these, that could be a good thing. Crowd out your chest, always working with good posture. We have 10 more, make them great. Last 5 for me. Okay, put them down, shake out those hands. We're gonna lie down on our back, work our core a little bit. So bed bugs. So you're on your back, lying down, feet flexed. Now, before you get into final position with the legs, try to lower your rib cage and your belly. Arms up, flex your feet, 90-degree angle at the knee, left arm back, right leg out. Pull it back in, switch sides. Now, when you extend out, that one knee that's waiting for you to come back in, shouldn't move it in. You should leave it exactly where it was. So pay attention to that starting point. Keep going, keep sinking the rib cage, keep your belly down. So you're trying to press everything into the floor. Do 5 more. Okay, draw both knees into the chest. Nice little circle with your knees. And we're going to work our lats now that we just warmed them up. So rock and roll yourself up. Get one of your heaviest weight. So I'm going to use the 15-pound. Whatever you have that's heavy, hold it
A lot of mental baggage.
horizontally. So hold both ends of the weight, lie yourself back down. Straighten out the arms, center it over the chest. So we're going to keep the elbows close to the side of the body as we lower them to the floor. Press back up and take the arms straight back behind you. Lower the elbows, press back up and go straight back. All of the midsection, like we were doing in our previous dead bug exercise, is pressing down. So you're lowering the rib cage, your lower back is pressing into the floor, your legs are bent, you got a small little pelvic tilt to make that all happen. When you take those arms back straight, you got to control the movement. Slow and steady. So when the weight goes back, the ribs should stay in place. Okay, pick your feet up towards the ceiling. Continue the exercise. Feet off the floor. A little bit more unstable. A little bit more forcing you to engage your midsection. Straighten out your legs. Push those heels up towards the ceiling. You have 5 more. Okay, we're going to add on. When the arms are straight and they go backwards, lower one leg at the same time towards the floor, and then bring it back up. Elbows down to the floor, press up. Lower the other leg as the arms go back. Keep that going for 5 repetitions.
6 you
Or 6, sorry.
equal amount.
Yeah. We're getting there. And last one. Nice job. Okay. Rock and roll yourself up. We're going to get a quick sip of water. And get moving. So you're up on your feet. Okay. Up on your feet. I'm going to grab my 10 pounds. We're going to do a few more reps than we normally would do. So we're going to start out with a lateral lunge. So I'm going to turn and face the left side of my room. I'm going to stand all the way at the back of the mat. Got the weights in my hands. Bring them forward. Step towards the front of your mat. Lunge down. Weights to the floor. Push back to your starting point. So drop it. Push off. Come back. Drop that booty. Push off. Come back. Keep it going. The weights are coming down right by the instep of the right leg. No rounding of the back. And your step should be nice and big. So that to come back requires a lot of effort. Make sure you haven't collapsed. You're staying proud through the chest. You have 5 more. Excuse me. 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, put them down. We're gonna come back and do the other leg. I promise not to forget. Whew. Gonna get my water. Okay. Cheers, happy Saturday. Okay, come down to a forearm plank on your mat. However you get there. Legs are straight. Push your heels back. Really strong through the legs here. Just breathe. Draw the belly up and in. Keep the legs locked out straight. Make sure your face is not dropping. You're about halfway there. You always have knees for an option if you need them. Draw that belly button in. Give about 10 seconds. Okay, knees down, walk those forearms back. Right over the heels. Just a little reprieve before we get back up and do that other leg. Okay, come on up. This time you're going to be facing the right side of your room. All the way at the back of the mat. Weights out in front. Here we go. Step out nice and big. Weights come just inside that foot. Big power back. And if your power back is easy, you know you haven't stepped out far enough. Or pick up a heavier weight. Proud out your chest when you're at the top of the move. Shift your butt back when you're at the bottom of the move. You have 6 more. How fun is this? Get that booty nice and low. Last 3, you got this. Okay, put them down. Back down on the floor. This time we're doing a side plank. Right forearm down, facing the left side of your room. You can fold the top part of your mat over if you want a little bit more cushion. But we're going to start this. Stack your feet before you lift your hips up. Get your legs straight and look at them. Look at where your heels are and see if they're in line with your hips. Once you got all that shit done, then pick your hips up. Lift the left arm up and just hold. Lift those hips as high as you can get them. You're here for 10 seconds. Lift your top leg for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Nice job. Come on up. We're not doing the other side right now. We're getting up. Doing a round of deadlifts. Pick up 2 of your heaviest weights. Come to the back of your mat, keep hip width apart, legs straight. Crowd out your chest, get your butt back. Come on down, pop it back up. Now you can turn your palms to face forward at the top of the move. Working your thoracic spine a little bit. Your shoulders. But really important, keep those legs straight and don't round the back. It's hinging through the hips. Work as big of a range of motion as you can. Five more. Okay, take them down. Let's get back down on the floor for left forearm. Facing the right side of your room, starting the same way we did before. Check out the position of the feet. Heels, hip, and shoulder should be in one line. Lift up, sweep your right arm up. Get the hips up as high as you can. Try to lift that top leg. Five, 4, 3, 2, and done. Come back onto all fours. Cat cows. I know, but they're really good to do after side plank. Thanks for keeping tabs on me, honey. Okay, take it off the knees, come back up. We're gonna pick up one heavy weight for a sumo. And then we're gonna do an overhead tricep extension. And then a sumo. So you choose your weight. I'm gonna hold it. You can hold it any way that you like. You start up, tricep extension. So if you look at me from behind, I'm getting that weight right down into my thoracic spine. Keep your chin up. Okay? Take your feet out. Give me a little sumo. Press up. Little sumo. Press up. Very important not to drop your chin. Up. And up. We have 5 more of these. We're not here for long. 4, 3, 2, bring the weight forward. Hold it at your chest. Just sumos. Up and down. Try to go a little deeper if you can. You have 8 more. Last 3. 2, and 1. Nice. Keep that one weight. Put it in your right hand. Split lunge with the legs. Pine the toes on the back foot. Left hand to your thigh. Lean in. Do not round the back. Start your rows. Right side only. No weight in that back foot if you can avoid it. Or minimal. That's the goal. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold it. Stay in the same position. Weight down to the instep of your front foot, back up to row. Lower to the floor and row. You have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Switch sides. Start your rowing. Keep the elbow close to you and get the weight up with the elbow. Okay, weight down to the floor and row. And lower and row. Keep going. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Put it down. Whew. Grab some water. Ooh, it's hot, I'm sweaty. Okay, we're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna give our hands a little bit of a break. We're gonna get ourselves into a bridge. So however you get there, before we bridge up, we're gonna rock the pelvis forward and back. Drawing the belly while you do this. Okay, take it up to a grid, 1 vertebrae at a time. Squeeze your knees together. Open them, roll back down. Roll the pelvis forward, tilt it up, roll up, squeeze the knees. Keep that going, you have 8 more. It's all about the squeeze. So while you're bridging up, that's when you start to close the knees. So do it simultaneously. Lifting and lowering. Okay, last one, hold it up. Squeeze. Now open the knees hip width, lift up the toes so you're on your heels. Walk your feet out. 1 big step, maybe 6 inches forward. Keep drawing the belly down and stay on your heels. Now squeeze your knees and open. Open as far as you can and squeeze in as tight as you can. You're on your heels. The bend in the leg is not huge. Give me 5 more. The closer the heels are to your butt, the easier this is. The further out they are, the more challenging.
Different muscles.
Different muscles. Okay, just hold. Feet are hip width apart. Just hold, you're almost there. You're gonna lift the left heel off the floor, maybe 1 inch or 2, and then switch to the right. Lift and switch. Butts off the floor. Lift and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your butt down. Bring those knees into the chest. How good does that feel? Rock it side to side. Switch to a little circle. Change your directions. Nice, rock and roll forward. It's push-up time. Woohoo!
Waiting all day for this.
Sean's been waiting all day for the push-ups. Okay, 15 to start, then 10, then 5. However you need to get through them, you're gonna do it. I've got faith. High five, sweetie. High five, let's go. So 15, you can take breaks. We're not catching a bus. Just get them done. When you're done your 15, you're in child's pose. Or any version thereof that feels good. Okay. Here comes 10. Let's do it. And when you're done that, you're back in your child's pose. This shit never gets easy, right?
It's not interesting.
Okay. Last round. The good news is it's only 5. We can do it. Let's go. Nice job. Okay. Meet me in staff pose. Whew. You did it. High five, high five. Okay. Heels to the corners of the mat, arms out in front. C curve the spine, roll down slow. Take the arms all the way back behind you. Open and close the palms. Head lifts, arms come forward, C curve it up. Dive between the legs. Little reprieve here. Keep your spine in flexion. Roll back down. This time when we roll down, we're only gonna go till we feel our shoulder blades hit the floor. Like right where your bra strap would be. And then roll up, lean forward. Take it back, round the back. Draw in the belly. Bra strap only, back up, lean forward. Do it again. Your chin stays tucked. You're just rolling down and rocking it up. You have 4 more. Keep your heels down if you can. 3. Big lean forward. 2. Big lean forward. And last one. Okay, now dive through those legs, round the back, hang out there. Just breathe. Stretch time. Woohoo. Okay, I'm gonna do the 90-90, so come on up. Scoot your butt all the way over to the right side of your mat. Bend your front leg 90 degrees. So before we lower our chest, we're gonna just lift the back foot. So lift it and lower. Lift and lower. Feeling a lot of muscle happening in that glute and hip area. Lift. Try to do it with as much control as you can. Try not to lean too far right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Now I want you to, from this position, lift the knee up as far as you can get it, and then bring it back down. We're going slow. Lift up and lower. Nice and slow. At least 3 counts up. Get flat on that foot. Push the knee as far back as you can, and then lower slow. Your chest can follow the knee as you lift, and you can turn it back forward as you lower. You have 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So take that knee down. You're in your 90-90. Bring your hands out in front, fingertips only. You're going to hover over that leg with your chest and come back up. And hover and lift. Don't use your hands unless you need them. You can take them to your heart. Go up and down without using them. Makes it a lot more challenging. 4, 3. Make sure you come up a decent amount. 2. Last 1. Okay, switch sides. Scoot your butt all the way over to the left side. 90-90. Start to lift the back foot and lower it. Now try not to lean too much to that side. Try to relax that front leg and just lift the heel of the back leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now lift the knee in the back, lift it up as high as you can get it, and then lower it back down slow. You can add a little rotation of the torso, follow the knee, get nice and flat on that back foot. So this is all about getting as much range as you can in this position. Let's do a few more. Patience, right? How are we doing for time? Oh my goodness, we're almost out of time. 1 more. Okay, bring that back foot forward, cross your legs. You didn't do the what? Oh, we didn't do the up down. Got to do the up down. Thanks, Sean. Sorry, fingertips out in front. Cover that chest. Come back up. Yeah, we can't be imbalanced. Don't use the hands unless you absolutely must. Last 2. Okay, now sit up with your legs crossed. Just one little stretch here, fold over your crossed legs, rounding your back, letting your head go. Just stay here for a few breaths, then we're going to cross over the other way and then say goodbye. Okay, take it the other way. Fold back down. Just breathe. Nice. Okay, come back up. Get onto your heels, but turn your feet out a little bit. Your heels should be about hip width, maybe a little bigger. Use your hands in the back to get yourself up onto your feet. So you're in a squat very low. Take one hand forward and the other hand forward. Take them off the floor, come back up to standing. Sweep the arms all the way up. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Woohoo! High five. We're done. We did it. Okay, how
guys.
are you guys?